And hello all, and welcome back to Chapter 12, Lesson 5, Coordinate Plane. Sorry about the funky title page. Just changing plans today, so let's get it done, shall we? Learning target for today. Students will graph and identify points on the coordinate plane. So if I give you the ordered pairs, you should be able to graph them. If I give you the graph of points, you should be able to write their ordered pairs. Go ahead and pause your video. Come on back when you're ready. So textbook assignment and a dot-to-dot worksheet shouldn't take too long. Dot-to-dot worksheet should be interesting and fun, I hope. Hey, listen, coordinate grids, coordinate planes are really just two number lines put together, and here's what I mean. So this is a coordinate plane. It is a plane because it is a flat two-dimensional shape, figure. Now on that coordinate plane, we got a number of points. First things first, I always start at the origin. That's where things begin, right? Origin, beginning. So the origin is the point 0, 0. If you'd like, you can write that in. You probably already know that. Now, the coordinate plane is made up, as we said, of two number lines, not x-coordinate. Wake up, Mr. Callan. X-axis. Oi. Just going to be one of those days, but that's all right. Nope. Where's the x-axis? There it is. X-axis, the x values, and of course we have the y-axis, which maybe I'll put in a different color, the y values. Now, naturally, when you put x and y together, when you put the blue and the red together, you're going to get a purple point. Now, every point has two quantities. That's why we call it an ordered pair. It's going to have an x quantity. That tells you how much to go left and right. It's going to have a y quantity. We call those the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. And together they make an ordered pair. Which means you know what's left. Quadrants, quadrants, quadrants. I'll address that on the next slide. Quad meaning four, right? So there are four quadrants, and quite naturally we will start with the first quadrant, which is where most of our graphs end up. In fact, if we're talking real world stuff, quite often we're talking about how many hours are you working, how many dollars you have, which are positives, right? But just because oftentimes things are positive doesn't mean it's always that way. So think about when your x-coordinate is negative, you go to the left, but your y-coordinate goes up. That, ladies and gents, would be the second quadrant. Now, negative, negative, go to the left and go down. Positive, negative, go to the right and go down. What we have essentially is a counterclockwise loop. So we start with 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as we mentioned before, the origin, the place in the middle where all things begin. So I will try my best in getting you ready for algebra to use those quadrants quite a bit. Which quadrants to point in? Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4. Now, what we're going to ask to do is graph the following points. I'm sorry I don't have notes where you can just graph this. Wouldn't that have been nice? So let me go ahead and make these points a little bigger. Bigger still. There we go. That's a good point. All right. So if I'm going to graph the point 2, 1, I start at the origin. I'm going to erase that in a second. I start at the origin and I go positive 2 goes to the left or to the right. Well, it's positive, so it's going to go to the right. And positive 1. Let me do some disappearing ink here, shall we? So positive 2 is going to go to the right 2. Positive 1 is going to go up 1. And so there is our first point at 2, 1. Now, what if we go 6, 1? 6 is the x-coordinate, 1 is the y-coordinate. If we start at the origin and go 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then still 1 up, we now have a new point at 6, 1. All right, what about 2, negative 1? So in this case, we're still going to go positive 2 to the right, but now we go 1 down. So there would be the point 2, -1. Next point is +4, -6. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Now -6 is going way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please don't write in those little hops, those little arcs. That's just me helping you at home try to figure out where to graph those points. Now, I'm going to use a different color here because I notice the x-coordinate is 0. The x-coordinate is 0. The y-coordinate is -3. In other words, we don't go to the right. We don't go to the left. We simply go straight down, and there would be our point 0, -3. It's not in the third quadrant. It's not in the fourth quadrant. It is in between the third and the fourth quadrant. All right, let's keep going, shall we? So what if we have an x-coordinate that's negative and a y-coordinate that's negative? Well, we'll be in the third quadrant because we're going 4 to the left. We're going 6 down. And there is the point, -4, -6. If you want, pause. If you want to graph out your own or just imagine, picture where these points are going to be, pause. Come on back when you're ready. -2 to the left, -1 down. -6 to the left, but now we go +1 up. So -6, +1 will be up in the second quadrant. -2 to the left, +1 up, also in the second quadrant. And then we get to 0, 6. Now 0, 6 will not go left, will not go right. The x-coordinate is 0, but +6 tells us to go straight up. And then interestingly enough, we have 2, 1 again. So let's make one more interesting point. Let's do the point -5, 0. Now in this case, the y-coordinate is 0, which means we will not go up or down. We will simply go -5 to the left. That, ladies and gents, is how to plot points. Now, can we go ahead and just identify the ordered pairs? This is kind of weird. We'll call that a point, right? So if you see that little dude up in the coordinate plane. So the first thing I do, I start at the origin and I find the x-coordinate. That's always first. And then we'll find the y-coordinate after that. So the x-coordinate appears to go -1, -2, 3, 4, -5, -6, and -7 to the left, while the y-coordinate goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and +7 up. Therefore, the ordered pair for this point will be -7, +7. Pause, rewind if you need to. Let's keep on going. Let's do a little disappearing ink here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right and 1, 2 up. Therefore, both of these are positive, being in the first quadrant, and the ordered pair will be 6, 2. Onward we go. 1, 2, oh, that's -3, -4, -5 to the left, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, -5 straight down. Both the x and the y coordinate are -5. Does not happen often, but hey, it happens. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, -6, -7, -8. And then how much do we go up or down? We don't go up or down, Mr. Callan. So while the x-coordinate is -8 to the left, the y-coordinate must be 0 for a final ordered pair of -8, 0. All right, if you wish, go ahead and pause the video. I want you to write the ordered pairs for each number 1 all the way through, I think it goes through 10. And when you're ready, come on back and I'll check, you'll check. So here are the ordered pairs. 1 is -8, 6, 2 is 2, 4, 3 is 7, 8. Why don't you go ahead and pause, check your answers. Come on back when you're ready. So that's what we have, ladies and gents. This is not assignment number 107, but this is what the Bugs Bunny thing is going to be. I think I just gave you a hint. Darn it. So if you were to graph each of these points, -2, -10, and then -1, -9, and then we got -7, -7. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to plot those points and you're going to connect the points in that order. Go carefully. You don't have to use a ruler, but you may if you wish. -9, -5. Notice there are parts where you will lift up your pencil, and so you'll draw another few dots and connect those dots. So please go ahead and complete not only the dot-to-dot worksheet, but also page 345, numbers 4 to 17. That's what I got for you, ladies and gents. See you in class. Let's grow.